Wait for it. Wait for it. There it
And
is.
we're live.
What's up, peeps? Thanks for tuning back into the channel tonight. We got live streaming right here with me, the Rustbelt mechanic, and
The who? The mechanic hand?
you heard the words.
You can't vocalize tonight.
You heard the words.
And Captain Ron.
What's up,
What's
guys? We're trying to get Junk from Work in here. If we can get technical difficulties to work themselves aside and getting information sent up through the Canadian lands to old Junk from Work, Mr. George. Trying to get him up in here. What are you doing messing with my stuff?
I'm trying to make sure we have chat.
Oh.
What do you want to do? Don't worry about it.
You're messing it up here.
I ain't messing Jack up. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, Jack.
I don't even know if we're live yet. Oh, yeah, we're live.
Yeah, see? We know what you're doing.
Look at them ads. Look at them chats that we're missing.
We're missing all kinds of chats.
I'll fix it. Disconnect, connect.
Fixing it.
Disconnect, connect.
Brad's Workbench in here. What's up? Speedy Chick. What's happening? She got to go to some pretty badass car shows this weekend.
Disconnect, connect.
Brad's Workbench in here. What's up? We have no chats yet, so I don't know what you're saying. She got to go to some pretty badass car shows.
Junk from Work says worst internet ever. I mean, it is Canada, so.
The Canadian lands.
We have no chats yet,
so Dick Skinner wants to know his points. Come on, man. You got lots of points. All them points.
It is Canada, so.
The Canadian lands. I know what I'm saying. Dick Skinner wants to know his points. Come on, man. You got lots.
All right.
So this week, we've been going through some really awesome stuffs. I know I really haven't kept up on the video content nearly as much, so I do apologize on that one. However, I've got a lot of work done on that truck, and that has taken up a huge buttload of my time. Trying to get that correct, I've run into a bunch of little hurdles here and there, waiting on get my trans back. The trans went through, a refresh, I guess you would call it, because I didn't purchase it brand new. I just purchased it secondhand, which was barely used. So I wanted it kind of gone through and all kind of figured out and figured through. So that took a couple more days than I thought, which put me another day behind on my other videos and getting the engine back in. But it all did go back together. I ended up getting the cab put back on Saturday morning. The engine all finished, put together Friday night. I stayed at the shop till like midnight.
You were legit there till 12:30. You walked in the door at like 12:35.
Yeah. I walked into the shop at 7:30 and walked out of the shop at midnight. That was a long day. Like a really long day. So yeah, we got all kinds of cool stuff done for that one. And then got the cab back on, and a lot of it is working pretty well. I do have a couple of issues with the tune is kind of off a little bit. It runs pretty decently, but the tune it needs adjusted. We need some adjustments for it. So I'll be taking that tomorrow, trying to figure that one in, and then we're gonna get it dialed in over the next couple of days here, and I'll be able to come out with, I want to tie that all into the same kind of culmination of getting the truck done all at once kind of video. What's up, George Allen? 410 wants to see dyno numbers. I do too. So here's the other thing. Bearded Yakin, what's up, buddy? So the truck, from what we've kind of speculated with the parts that we put on and the turbo that's on it and everything like that, we're kind of speculating that it's going to be able to do right around 750 horse. Now, if anybody knows Duramaxes, you know that that's right at the verge of you better have some shit done to your bottom end, or else you're going to be losing your bottom end in money-wise, because you're going to have a broken crank. So I don't want to break a crank, so we're probably going to be detuning it a little bit just to get back to about the 650-ish range, just to kind of be safe, because this next weekend we're going on vacation and we're taking the truck. So we don't want to be breaking shit right off the bat. But it will be dyno tuned. It definitely will. You need to edit. Come on, Grant. You can multitask. You got headset on, one ear in, and then editing back and forth, two screens, buddy. You got it. You got this.
Still trying to figure out why Junk from work and getting the Junk. Are you getting the email from us, or is it just not coming through, or is your internet that janky?
Yeah, or bye rods, or a hole in a piston, or something
Right.
stupid like that. But yeah, how did the build impact your work wise losing lift? Actually, Nathan, it was done. We've here in the shop, we've got each person has their own 2 bays, and then we have 3 community racks. So the community rack, one of them was an 18,000-pound 2-post lift that the truck went onto. So one of the 3 community racks was kind of taken down. We still have 2 other big 4-post lifts that's able to pretty much handle whatever it was on there. The only thing that hindered just a little bit in the shop was I had to pull a trans out of a front wheel drive ProMaster 3500, and that kind of sucked to do on a drive on rack. But you know what? We got it figured out. It was a little bit harder, but got it figured out. It would have been a lot easier on a 2-post rack. But today, that's literally what I spent doing, was driving the truck around, getting it figured out a little bit more here and there, and then went into the shop. I ended up having one of my other small issues was I thought I had an exhaust leak. It ended up being one of the injectors wasn't seated all the way. Cranked the hole down a little bit more, and it all went away. So everything's working right there perfectly, at least enough for it to be tuned. The other issue that we had was the radio just isn't working. Well, I checked all of my wiring, checked my powers and grounds to it. It's all there. The radio just won't turn on. So for being turned off for 3 weeks, made the radio not work.
JRC says Junk from work isn't here because he's probably busy trying on women's clothes.
Oh, buddy. What's up, Dale? You actually get to make it into one of the live stream events here. So tomorrow is going to be busy. Tomorrow I'm going to be taking it down to the stereo shop to see if they can figure out radio-wise. I don't have the time to pull a Junk from work to tear my radio apart and try to figure out why it's not coming on.
Nor do we have the time to send it to Canada. Have it go through customs.
That too.
Have him tear down, break it, buy us a new one, and then send it back to us through customs.
Come on, he'd at least get. I bet he'd get it able to turn on. I bet he could get it to turn on.
And turn on and go, ah! And then die.
Ouch. So it's going to go to the stereo shop. He's going to try to do his magic on making the radio work. If not, got to get a new one, because I'm not driving this thing 12 hours down to vacation with no radio. That was like just over 12.
I was 14.
No.
It's a long way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got all my powers and grounds to it, but it will not come on. So radio shop's going to have a look at that, and then tomorrow let him figure that out in the day, and then
that's the problem. There's too much smoke trapped in it.
Yeah,
you got to let all the smoke out of your radio, and then it'll work.
That's true. That's true. And then after work, it's going to go to the diesel shop, and they're going to be tweaking with the tune over the next 2 days. I really want to get it dialed into place, and we're going to see on that one. It won't actually go on to the dyno probably until the truck show. I want to put it on the dyno at the Ryan's Diesel Truck Show up in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm going to put a sticky note on my console, or right on the cluster that says, "You have to drive this home, dummy." So
it's probably legit that you do need to do that, just
just
to make sure that you can drive it.
Otherwise, I'm going to be giving it all the balls to the wall to see what it can do.
Especially if you put in that, what is that, the DSP-5 that you're wanting to put in it?
I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, or I just really would like a single tune to be able to do what I want, but I don't know if that's going to be able to work around what I want and then also getting the power out of what I need because of just the setup and everything of the turbo. I'm not sure. So hopefully the guys at the diesel shop, who are much more skilled at this than I am, can get that figured out over the next 2 days. They're going to have, that one to figure out on themselves. But also new coming to a couple of channels is somebody else has an announcement.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still trying to get Junk from work in here. We're trying to figure things out. So yeah, I know that I've also been very, very lacking on my videos too, and that's just been lack of time, getting out of school, graduating, getting into work, getting through flat rate, and trying to get that to work for me as much as possible. Which, by the way, 410 asked how flat rate went for me this week since it was my first one. It went pretty well. I was shooting for a mark of 35 hours and I hit 32. So I wasn't too far off.
And you did get thrown quite a bit of rough work for the week.
Yeah, I did.
Like on Monday, we ended up throwing him an evap core. So he had a big dash job on a Ram.
Yeah, I had to take I had to take a dash completely off a truck, take the evap or take the HVAC housing out, take the evap core out, put that in, and that should have took, I think by book it was like 8 hours, and it took me 2 days. But I don't think that's too terribly bad for my first time taking a dash completely out of the vehicle.
No, not at all. We actually didn't get to do that while you were, a CAP student. You know, I like to go through a lot of those things, but we just didn't get that kind of work.
Yeah. So I had a couple of big jobs, a couple of things that kind of hung me up, but I ended up with 32, 33 hours. Didn't quite make my mark, but next week's the next week. We'll see what we can do next week. But to my other announcement from my channel, I'm going to finally be getting rid of the Kia. The Kia is going to be leaving. It's getting out of here because we had a truck come into the shop that Rustbelt happened to spy at the corner of his eye.
Yep, with my little eye.
Yep, and this thing rolled in, and we're like, "Ooh, look at this!" And I don't know how good this is going to show up. Probably not very well.
Yeah, it is. That's not bad.
It's better than what it was earlier. But it's a 2005 LLY Duramax diesel truck. 2500 Chevy Silverado. Basically the same thing that he has, but his is a 2006 LBZ. Sorry. Still learning all the diesel stuff. Yeah, if you want a better picture of it, go check out my Instagram. It's at the CPTN Ron. But yeah, so that came in, and it was a pretty good price. It's gonna need some work though. It's the interior of it.
Keep bringing the good names. They keep on rolling in. You got the dirty old Max, the dirty Ron Diesel.
The dirty Ron Diesel. Yeah. What was it? It said the dirty dirty old diesel or something like that is what I said. Just to go along with that nickname. But yeah, it's gonna need some work. It's got a lot. It's not a California truck like his. So mine's got plenty of that good old rust underneath.
It's got a little bit of crusties to it.
It does have some crusties.
That makes for more content.
It does. Right? It is going to be a kind of a shift of focus on my YouTube channel because I'm going to be. It's going to be a new technician who's never worked on diesel stuff.
JRC says D-Max 2.0.
But yeah, it's going to be a guy who's never worked on diesel stuff before, never owned a diesel for that matter.
It's going to be learning
and filming and a lot of learning to go along with it. So, but the interior on it is pretty much solid. I mean, the guy had it as a work truck, had seat covers on all the seats, and when they took them off, they have no stains, no rips, no nothing. It's immaculate.
Inside is pretty. They changed out all the LEDs.
Yeah, all the LEDs on the backlights are switched out. I do have one connection that is kind of loose. It's for the odometer window that shows mileage and all your service messages and stuff like that. That's connection's loose, so I got to find out where that is and fix that. It's going to need tires, upper control arms, tie rod ends, pads and rotors. Before I can even drive it, it's got to have brake lines because one of the brake lines was blown, so it has no rear brakes whatsoever.
Nada. It's kind of scary. And the camera on it, they had those keys. They're cranked to the max.
Yeah, it is.
So it is ruined upper ball joints and the control arms and everything. So we got to get some different leveling keys and some better upper control arms and some better tie rod ends for this thing.
Yeah.
Now, I know LB7 Junkies, he brought up that over at Killcare, they got a big diesel days coming up. Unfortunately, I really want to go there, but I'm going on vacation. And I really want to go there more. Yes, we are not going to be in Ohio for that event, unfortunately. I would like to go, but unfortunately, it's not going to happen.
Jonathan says brakes are overrated.
Yeah.
Well, we took it out to go to lunch one day just to drive it and see what it was like, because it came in and it was rough. Like the interior was pretty nasty just from being.
It was a used work truck.
It was a used work truck. So, I mean, like the center console was all messed up. Hey, look who finally made it.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey,
there he is. Jorge, what is up, my buddy?
Oh my goodness.
Everybody, John from work in the house. Let's give it up for it.
What do I got going here? Just keep talking. I need 45.
I need 45 more seconds.
Okay.
I need 45 minutes here to get my shit together. Ridiculous.
Okay, well, we got this.
You guys are doing great.
But so like I said, it was dirty. Not Dirty Max dirty, but dirty. Just need cleaned up. But we took it out and it rained that morning and the tires literally have no tread on them whatsoever.
Nada.
Nothing. We took it out. Doesn't have any. We didn't know it had. Well, we knew it had no brakes because there was no brake fluid in the reservoir. So we topped that
brake
off. Brake light was on, but we took it out and it's got the DSP5 in it, and it was set to 3. And he was driving it and he got into it and it got squirrely.
It was awful squirrely without any kind of grip on tires. It was kind of rough going down the back roads.
Yeah,
not gonna lie on that one.
But it rides real nice. I mean, for what it is right now, but it is going to need some work, and I hope. I was supposed to have brake lines on Friday. Had ordering issues with that, but
he did end up getting what somebody was talking about, that whole brake line set. That is what we ended up getting.
Yeah. So I'm going to replace the one that's bad right now, and then once I get some extra time, once we get back from vacation, I'm going to go through and I'm going to. Along with all the other stuff I got to do to it, I'm going to do the brake lines.
We don't know Robert Walters. It's not a Ford. He asked, "Does it ride nice when running people over?" I mean, I'm just saying, if it was a Ford, we'd probably know a little bit easier.
So, but yeah, we're gonna be working on that, making sure everything's working on it, and then I will slowly start working on improvements to the truck. Like it's going to need rocker panels. I eventually want to get
the crazy thing is it is a little bit on the crusty side, but it literally has 120 miles.
Oh, it's less than that.
Less than mine. No, yours has 100 less than mine. 120 miles less than my truck.
Yeah, is how many yours has. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of grinding of rust off the frame, off the bottom of it. We got to do rocker panels. I eventually want to do. I eventually want to get running boards for it. Whether I don't know if I'm going to do power yet or not, but we'll see what we can figure out at that point. But there's going to be a lot of stuff that I want to do to it, but I'm just going to have to get money to do it.
Getting them funds. But a good thing, starting off the bat, you do have quite a few things to be able to work on between the control arms, the tie rod ends, the tires. You do a good reverse mount tire video.
Yeah, that's probably going to be one of them.
Because that one, it's got some 12 wides. It's 20 by 12s. Yeah. So that'll be some different tire videos.
Yeah. So that's what's new with my channel. I've also got a review video coming up. I had someone contact me and they wanted me to do a review of a OBD2 scanner from Amazon. So they paid for that, and I just got it today. So I'll be doing a short review video over that sometime this week as well. So
Ron's really moving up in the world here. See, I can't get any advertisement shit because my channel's so gnarly. Hey guys, how you doing? We're back in the 21st century. You guys heard of this internet thing? It's fucking incredible. It's like the phone.
Have you heard of Pornhub?
It's like 1993.
This is Dirty old Ron's definitely heard of Pornhub. How you boys doing?
Don't judge me.
Killer. What's your brew of choice tonight, bud?
Today we're drinking a Caribou Honey. I'm going to switch to a single brand because I'm trying to get a sponsorship myself. I figure a liquor company maybe will.
See, that's where we're sticking with the good, tried and true. Trying to get a Monster sponsorship.
Yes.
Let me
Come on, you have to get it right.
There it is.
Monster. I mean, you guys you drive diesels and you vape. I mean, you're drinking Monsters. You pretty much you're set.
It fits the bill. I mean,
exactly.
Programmed.
It's their prime demographic.
Just because I couldn't really handle a whole lot more margaritas. I think I had half of a bucket tonight. Ended up having a birthday party for brother-in-law's tonight, so got all the margaritas my stomach could handle. So now we gotta cool her down a little bit.
So the biggest news of the day, I didn't realize Ron had a pool. Can we talk about that? That's insane.
It's It is my pool.
But
I live here.
He lives here.
I get you. So you're not.
I have a pool by proxy. Let's put it that way.
There you go. Okay, that makes way more sense because I'm wondering, like, I guess so. You're an apprentice. The apprenticeship is done at work, but you're still the pool apprentice doing the old cleaning for exchange type deal.
I do not give up my pool duties. I enjoy doing that, and I'm very particular when it comes to that one. So he just gets to sit on the diving board and take Instagram photos.
Okay, so he just takes the Instagram credit for all your hard work.
I'm okay with that.
Look at my beautiful lawn. What the fuck, Ron? It's not even yours.
Hey, I mow the lawn.
He did mow the grass.
I do mow the lawn.
Fair enough.
I usually do that too, but I came home on Saturday after getting the truck all together, and I just looking back and forth. I'm like, I didn't mow. Who the hell mowed? Ron did it.
That's all right. I'd let him move in too. I've been doing yard work all day. We got a long weekend, and the snow and rain has finally stopped. So I managed to get out into the garden.
The last time you had snow?
The last time we had actual snow, I think probably about a week. It was
a week ago.
It was about 7 degrees Celsius here yesterday. So in
Canada, what do you expect?
That's true. He does
Canada, man,
way up in there. How many people around you own a pool?
There is. Let me see here real quick. There's one pool in town, and it's a public pool that everybody shares. So I don't think there's even one home in town here. Actually, no. There's one ultra wealthy drug dealer who has a pool inside of his house. It is pretty friggin' sweet.
Pretty legit.
Okay, I have two questions. One, how many people have hockey rink / pools in their backyard?
You get a whole 6 weeks of use out of it a year?
Yeah, that's about it. We have shit ponds up here. We do a lot of that. We got a lot of rural living in my area. So I mean, if that counts, I don't know, but
I guess so. And two, how accurate is Letterkenny?
Well, I'll be honest with you. That first season of Letterkenny, I was like, this I know these guys. Like, it's just a generic. Do you guys watch Trailer Park Boys? Has that ever really caught on down in
we saw a couple of them.
Yeah, that really sums up this country, I tell you. And it's pretty
What's
good.
funny is that I from what little I've seen of the show,
S&P is the way for me, man.
Yes, it is. The Squirrely Dan, he reminds me of Ralph. I don't know if you've seen any clips of him.
Oh, yeah, I have.
But his voice, his mannerisms, and his look reminds me of Ralph from our shop.
We had a good old boy, we'll put it that way.
Okay.
Big boy Ralph, who had probably 21 years in at the shop, and he was well seasoned. We'll put it that way.
Oh yeah.
Well seasoned.
But he was a good guy.
Yes, he was. Speaking of well seasoned, I got some smoking in this weekend done. We did some ribs and big old Boston pork butt.
Yes, sir.
Dude, it was. I don't know why I don't do it more often.
We should.
They turned out absolutely killer. It was nice after having the week that I've had trying to get rushed through and get as much done that we did get done.
Were awesome.
They turned out super
just
good.
Fall off the bone good. Yeah.
I seriously need to move down there. You guys are smoking meats poolside. I pay big bucks for that. Like smoking meats poolside.
Did he tell you smoker's Bluetooth?
It does.
No, it's
Bluetooth.
Yeah, it is. Straight up his Bluetooth.
Do you have a lift on it or what?
I mean, I got custom LEDs.
Of course. Okay. That's the mechanic way, though. You can't leave anything stock, right? It's, the meat smoker, it needs Bluetooth. It needs rims. It needs hydraulic.
This is the app that we've got. The Masterbuilt.
Pull back.
Oh, my goodness.
Masterbuilt app.
We're living in the future.
Mm-hmm. So I don't even have to go out to it.
It comes in handy. I mean, over Thanksgiving down here, I don't know if you guys don't have Thanksgiving. Maybe you do. I don't know. But we smoke a turkey in it every year, and you just pull it up on your phone, and you can set a timer for it to go off every 2 hours. That we can go out and put new wood in it and everything. And
what's the point, though? Like to me, when I'm smoking meats in the backyard, I'm gonna build a smoker this year. Isn't the whole point of like, listen, honey, I would love to do all your stupid housework and shit, but I got a brisket on the grill. I can't. I gotta be outside.
I gotta watch that temp.
I gotta watch it like a hawk. The app is down.
That, and you got 3 hours of prep time on it because you gotta have some prime coals to at least start on it.
That's I got on Instagram. For those of you who haven't checked me out, Instagram junk_from_work. That means we'll get the plug in because I'm like on for about 10 minutes now because I dicked around. But there's a guy on there, Mr. Meat Sweats. I managed to find him like second day out of the
Meat Sweat.
Mr. Meat Sweats.
This one up right
out of the gate. The guy is just killing it. I don't know. Like we don't do meat right up here. I tell you that. Like you guys do the steak so raw, they're still mooing down there. It's crazy.
Well, that's
crazy
how you eat it.
Yeah, I guess. You like them cold, those cold steaks.
Mr. Meat Sweats.
It is nothing but meat porn.
Listen. Meat. Yes, thank you. I was seriously like, I was getting the meat sweats.
Yeah, meat porn.
Yeah. Everybody go check out Mr. Meat. Here, we'll just put it right here. What is it? At
Mr._meat_sweats.
At Mr._meat_sweats.
Autobahn Dan. Yes. Okay. Listen.
Right, everybody go check him out. Tell him we sent you.
The maintenance man. Autobahn Dan's probably his best friend. Listen. Instagram, I had it all wrong. Instagram is fucking sweet. Anybody who's not on there, it's pretty cool. I mean, I feel like I'm just coming into the 21st century with this internet and Instagram and stuff. It's the greatest. You go on there, you can actually talk to people. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. I'm just putting all my dirty laundry out there. If you guys really want to get to know who Junk from Work is, go check me out over there.
The day-to-day kind of junk from work. I know if you were listening earlier, after I got this Duramax done, of course, the one thing that decides to take a shit is the one thing that I absolutely want to work when I'm taking this thing on a 13-hour drive on vacation, the radio.
Oh, yeah.
Just out of nowhere. I'm like, man, I don't have time to junk from work this thing and tear it apart and find out why it's not working.
I mean, it's worth a shot. What's the worst thing? I actually took apart a radio this week out of a Ford.
And still didn't get it. And then I made the comment is that we don't have time to take the radio out, send it to you, go have it go through customs, have you take it apart, have you break it, go buy a new one, send it back to us through customs.
And you said, I did it. I got it fixed.
Well, okay, let's talk. The shit that I'm catching from you guys is just unbelievable today.
It's slinging.
It's slinging. The last tool heads crate. I don't know if you guys if you guys haven't seen it in the chat or whoever's still with us, but I took apart that cowcock and that thing sprung apart on me into a bazillion pieces. And I didn't know what I was, you could hear it in my voice where I was just like, oh, I fucked up big time here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I spent probably over an hour trying to get that thing back together. No such luck. I would have electrocuted myself just to, prove you guys wrong, but I couldn't do it. I could not do it.
Well, we'll put it this way. I can't wait to see. I really want to see your reaction when you get the box. When you actually get this one, I want to see your reaction on this one. So you need to take your phone and you're going to push record, and then you're going to get your mail and open your box. That's what you're going to do.
Well, guys, in 6 weeks' time, take a look at my Instagram. Junk from Work's going to be opening up a big box of dildos. It's going to be killer.
You ever seen those glitter bombs that people say?
Going viral here. Stink bombs and glitter. Yeah, this month's box looks pretty sexy though. I'm pretty excited about that. I've seen some pictures on Instagram. Autobahn Dan did a unboxing on it already. I'm looking forward to it. Trying get the old brain rolling, seeing what I'm gonna do. I get a little bit of a chance to get a jump on everybody because I get to see what all the other unboxings look like. So
you're like,
you gotta
you gotta
figure out a way to make 5-minute videos over something.
Speedy Chick's got it right. Instagram's way easier to share stuff while you're still trying to work flat rate.
Yeah.
Not in our shop though, because our shop legitimately they know that we're online and we've got a big online presence, so they follow us and they make a big deal about it if they see that we post things
during business hours.
Yeah,
like we can post during lunch, and that's about it.
So what do? I schedule a whole bunch of stuff to post at 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m. So all during business hours. And I'm like, what? My phone's been in my box on my charger all day. I don't know what you want.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, see, that's why work doesn't know about my YouTube channel. It makes things a whole lot easier. I tell you that, boys.
Kind of hard to hide your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, like if I whip my pants off and sat down at a table at work, I think they'd be able to figure it out. But privacy in my own home, I can slip a few through. Speed Chick, your Instagram is phenomenal, by the way. I've been really impressed. Like her stuff, like you tell she could really put some effort and time into her posts. It's me, it's like, oh, here's a fat guy dunking a basketball falling on his ass. And I post that up there. Her stuff is actually quite well done. She's at a car show or something. You guys talking about that already? I probably missed everything.
Oh yeah, she was up at the car show. And then
all the
the high quality photos of the box cleaner stuff. I don't even think the box cleaners have as good as photos as she was putting on Instagram with that stuff.
So what's the deal with those box cleaners, guy? Because I'm rolling the idea of around doing like a commercial, but I want to kind of do a junk from work style commercial. Are they cool with like the dirtier side of the internet?
Cool. Very cool guy. Very cool guy. Cool. I believe his name's Mario. He's up from New York.
Mario. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah,
New York.
That's where all the Marios live.
Mm-hmm. So they're actually really cool guys. Small company, just getting started out. Mm-hmm. Very cool guys that they're just small time, but they're trying to work themselves in. So they're really high quality things. Trying to definitely spark on that note. So yeah, a lot of their stuff is really cool. And the Golden Wrench winner, which ended up being a guy named JT Bowden from Texas. Texas ended up winning it, and he's going to be getting his very own full pack from the box cleaners, as well as a Snap-on 14.4 volt buffer grinder combo.
Nice. Yeah, and that tool's pretty sweet. I mean, it's nice to have it. You don't have to drag an airline around, and you can just get in there, zip what you need off, and you're done.
Oh yeah, that thing's pretty sweet. Like, yeah, I saw the Snap-on tool come up. You guys are just blowing it out there. It's insane. Like, how things going with Toolheads Crate? Are we gonna everything's good or what? It's gonna fold up here?
It's
nice.
Keeping on going. Trust me.
Nice.
We got people who are still putting year subscriptions in and everything. So
awesome.
There's people who are paying a year out. So we got to keep on rolling.
Yeah, you better, hey,
for a year, man.
Jim says he was hoping he won the Golden Wrench.
I bet you he was.
He'll buy anything with Snap-on.
If anybody opens a box of dildos, I'm just throwing that out there.
That'd be his Golden Wrench winning ticket.
We got to put Snap-on brands on him, though.
Oh,
he's like, I don't know what to do.
We got Sharpies. We can draw it on there.
Every single tool from Snap-on is a dildo because, anyways, they serve the same purpose.
He's slinging it back. Got it there.
Long weekend, boys. I'm cutting her loose.
That's right.
Let's talk. Okay, SP Tools.
Yep.
Your Australian buddies there.
Uh-huh.
Is that a subsidiary of SP Pneumatic, like the SP Air Tools? They're non-related.
Different.
Oh, okay.
S and P, I think, is the one that you would want.
I get you. Okay.
There's like 3 SPs. There's S.P. There's S and P, and then there's SP.
Okay. Yeah. See, because I've been looking at they make a pretty good looking service card. Are you getting some shit to review or what? They got a whole cordless line that there's zero info.
It's coming soon. We're working on lots of good things for that one because they're still custom was a big issue for them trying to start up. They're huge in Australia.
Yeah.
Places down across there, but they're just trying to get into business here in the US. So their first round of all their stuff is just now arriving, but I've got some pretty big stuff coming
Nice.
quickly. So it's gonna
That's all right.
So it's gonna be some good stuff.
So the maintenance man says, "Could you sell an apartment maintenance tech on a toolheads crate?" And someone said, "Yeah, you could do ant baits, roach motels, and duct tape."
Maintenance man. Okay, well, I may as well get it. The maintenance man is my junk from work. You know, it's all that layer. He is my junk from. He is killing it. I love his channel. He's like such a killer guy too. If you haven't already, click him. Go check out the maintenance man. He's doing a lot of tool reviews. He's actually moving and shaking over there. He's only got 70 subscribers, but he's swinging dick.
He's putting out a lot. He's putting out a lot of videos. 2 or 3 of them.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we could do a killer. The Toolheads crate, just the shitter edition, nothing but toilet accessories, and like I always give him grief, you know. Oh yeah, those mechanics, but you know, at least I don't have to deal with shitter stuff. Apart from all the RV work that I do, that's the worst.
There'd be a plumber's crate, and there'd be a, you know, we can branch off eventually.
Plumber's crates. I don't know if we're gonna go that far.
Let's try to clean a solid rusted.
Here, no bad ideas, except for probably mine.
You got a spitball. Okay, no bad ideas. Here's one.
Let's hear it.
We have to do the YouTuber, the sexy men of YouTube calendar, the mechanics calendar. I have been talking. Guys want this. They want.
It's funny you say that because I'm pretty sure that I brought that up at one point as well. That we should have everybody send in like some sort of photo of them working on something and be like all like in like Speedos or something.
Speedy chick. Oh no. Listen, it's gonna be very, very tasteful. Very tasteful.
I mean, you know, whenever JRC puts his picture in, it's just gonna be him naked holding a 10 millimeter.
See, George, he's got a JRC crush right here. He said he'll buy if Jim can be on the front page.
That'll be our January.
Yeah, it's gonna be nothing but dudes with facial hair licking wrenches and stuff. You know, like it sells itself. It sells itself. I don't know.
What do you think I used to clean all those rusty tools, man?
He's got his own built-in wire brush.
That's what. Yes. Dirty old Ron, just a whole, you know, a dirty old Ron calendar. I'm waiting for the dirty old Ron. I want your super buff cartoon man with, I don't know, like maybe like a pirate or something holding a bottle of whiskey, you know, just a gun in one hand. Just dirty old Ron. He doesn't give a fuck. He's going nuts.
Maybe 1 month with me going.
No,
he's Dr. Evil.
He's creep. That'd be the Halloween. That'd be October's picture. Just so it'd be creepy.
Jim said, I'll kick it off. Submit images to www.dirtyoldron@gmail.com.
Dirtyoldron.com is not what you guys think it is.
What the hell? Maybe I should make that email address for somebody takes it.
No. Antonio Claudio Michael in the house. Antonio Claudio Michael is seriously the James Brown of YouTube. He is the hardest working man I've ever seen in my life. He is everywhere.
He is probably one of the most active subscribers on my channel.
Incredible.
Legitimately, I get 3 comments a video from him. And that's because he gets excited. He's watching this video. He's like, "Oh, I gotta type something to not forget about that."
Yes, it's live.
With this one, and I'm like, he's on it. You can see where he's at as he's commenting.
Yeah. He comments on my videos too, so thanks for him too as well.
He's pretty awesome.
He's a super killer dude. He's actually one of the first subscribers I had. He kind of got my channel rolling. So I do have to thank him, man. Check him out on Instagram, Antonio. That's a fucking sweet name, Antonio.
Maybe we should do a shout out Saturday between the 3 of us and have like a live stream and just start like talking about all these subscribers that, you know, what they do for us.
Yes, man. These guys are incredible.
What we're all here for.
Well, I mean, it is. But I mean,
these guys are all awesome.
It'd be like a special edition live stream where we sit and just, you know, talk about people that we have in our communities and stuff like that, and people. I mean, kind of like what Junk from Work does, but just doing on like a little bit bigger scale between the 3 of us or something.
Yep. Andrew says the humble mechanic beard off with me.
Oh. So okay. I getting back. We're all over the place here. I just totally took over. I've roughshotted this.
And my wife comes in saying, "I'm sure Ron Jeremy has the market cornered for dirty old Ron."
See, that's originally I was going to call you Ron Jeremy, but I figured that'd be that gets some legal hot water. Oof, all the ladies call me Ron Jeremy. Anyways, I'm getting close to my 1,000 subscribers.
Yes, I'm excited for this.
I don't know if you boys are interested, but I'm thinking about. I already talked to Justin Dow.
It's already in the books.
It's already on the books. Okay, I already talked to Justin Dow. He's in. I don't know if you guys are in. Maybe get one more guy to come over, hang out, and we just blow it out. Blow it the fuck out.
Watch the videos.
I do.
Listen, Ron.
Please.
We're down.
I'm on YouTube just as much as you are.
We're down. Definitely.
That's awesome. No, that'll be killer, boys.
Okay.
I gotta do a stream with just Ron and I, get all the dirty old dirt on you. And then we can, just do a little prep. And then you gotta figure out, I don't know how to do the points or anything like that, or any of the cool tech shit that you guys can do.
I can get you set up with that. That's not
perfect. Hard. If you guys haven't already, you may as well head over and subscribe. Drunk from work. There you go. Right. Oh, I'm plugging the hell out of me today.
Bullshit, Jim. Jesus Christ.
No, especially this next week.
This coming from the guy who said, "Hey, I'm going to come down and do quality control in these boxes." Still
waiting, Jim. Still wait. I'm doing more quality control than Jim. Let's be honest. Dude, taking some measurements.
I will 100% back that up.
He's busy. How's the new guy, Jim? He seems actually like a pretty decent dude. Actually, I like that toolbox tour.
Sorry, we're getting popcorn orders. We got Game of Thrones.
I was gonna say Game of Thrones. I have actually never seen an episode of Game of Thrones. You can believe that shit? Never.
This one, unfortunately, is the one where we have to watch it because it is legitimately the last one.
Is this it? It's Dunzo?
Like Dunzo.
Like Alonzo. Nice. I like that.
I haven't watched any of them except for the last, this season, I think.
Junk's great channel, great Instagram. Go sub. Thank you, Everyday Fleet Tech. Everyday Fleet Tech is killer. He's a super, super cool dude. I'm gonna actually move to the States and go work with him on ground support equipment. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna be smoking meat on our pool, just like every other American out there, apparently.
Dude, I told you we got a place. We got room here if you ever want to come vacation.
I'm telling you, boys. I like to go to the States once a year.
Come to Ohio where nothing happens.
You're gonna have family ask, "Where are you going?" We're going down to the States. Where you head? Ohio.
That's the best part of America, the butthole.
You're like
the butthole of America.
The butthole is the nut meat of America. I usually go to a place. We go to a place called Omak, Washington, a population of about 10,000. And honestly, I go there. I'm like a kid in a candy store. It's incredible. So I'm sure I can find something to do there.
Oh, there's plenty to do. You just gotta look a lot harder.
So, out of curiosity, because I don't know, how far into Canada are you?
Almost to Alaska. So I don't like to say where I am, although I don't really give a shit.
I'm not saying you have to say where exactly. I don't want your coordinates or anything.
Well, okay. So now I got to figure out how you guys talk. So how many sacks of potatoes measurement wise? Okay. So we're about 1,800 kilometers as the crow flies. That's about 1,000 miles north of the border.
Oh, okay.
Approximately.
So
on the Alaska side.
So too far for however long bears walk.
Yeah, exactly. You guys are safe. The bears are the crows up here. Man alive, we got crows. They're turkey crows. They're eating crows up here. It's insane.
Oh shit. Yeah, then this speaking of the live stream, sorry, just clicking going back to that one, it's probably going to be more of what we're going to be doing. Not this next week, but the following week, because like I said, we are going on vacation to the Outer Banks. So we'll be beaching it up.
We'll have a live stream from the beach.
We'll have some live streams going on during that week because I still want to be involved with all you awesome peeps in here.
So the pool and the meat smoker just isn't enough. You guys need to go head to the beach, hey?
Yeah, we go every year.
Once a year. That's where we
go.
Jim,
there is nothing to do up here. You're looking at it. We got legal weed up here, so they gave that to us, but that's pretty much it. Top to bottom. That's all we got.
Plenty of broken radios you can take apart.
AM radios. I can take those apart. Yep. I'm actually on holidays this week myself. I'm heading to the big city, if you will, and the big city. So I got a few.
How many people are in this big city?
Big city is about let's see, 80,000. Is that big down there or what?
The city we live in is about 20. So
okay. Oh yeah, we live in so we're both the same size. You guys probably have about 100. You guys have a Dave and Buster's there. I've always wanted to go to one of those things. Get loaded, play.
Have one down in Dayton. Is about that.
Oh, getting loaded and playing video games. That sounds great. I tried doing that up here, but all the kids seem to be scared away. I don't know.
We've got actually one here local is actually really cool. It's called Scene 75.
Yep.
And it's one where you can go get loaded and go play video games and everything. But
and
they also have go-karts and adult bounce houses. Now you would think bounce houses, whatever. No, this adult like bounce house land is like a 40-foot tall air slide and like obstacle course kind of shit. So you're not only loaded playing video games, you're loaded and you're like
stupid
and getting really stupid. I'm gonna play American Gladiators with my buddies here in this one.
The neck snapper
bulls there.
Oh yeah. They got all kinds of shit. It's fun. I mean, it's expensive, but it's fun.
Yeah, laser tag. It's got that one.
What is it? Glow in the dark putt. If you ever want to do that.
I figure there's like too much lawyering down there in the States for you guys to have anything fun like that. Any bounce houses?
Not around here. Nobody gives two shits around here.
Yeah, buddy.
Meet and greet at Scene 75.
Real America. That's what I call it. Real
America.
Yeah,
America.
I'm moving down there so fast, it's going to make your head spin, boys.
So, are you familiar with Chuck E. Cheese?
I mean, I'm familiar with it. I've never been to one, but we get all the commercials up here. So as a kid, you're like, oh, that looks like the greatest place in the fucking world.
It's not.
And you just can't.
Yeah. So if you're familiar with the concept of Chuck E. Cheese,
it is toolbox footage.
It is an adult Chuck E. Cheese.
Dave and Buster's.
Well, Scene 75.
Okay. Yeah. See, I get the kind of the appeal of it, but yeah, Chuck E. Cheese doesn't land. You know what I mean? Come to Georgia if you want real freedom. You guys, man, America's great because they don't hold your hand. It's like, hey, welcome to America. If you're going to be an adult, you're going to fucking make it here. But if you're going to be a fuckhead, you're going to be living in the poverty. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that is legitimately it. You
100%
make what you make yourself.
Yes, sir. I love it. We like to hold everybody's hand up here. It's okay, buddy. Don't worry. We're going to get you through this. Like, down there, you guys, it's sink or swim, baby. They're not giving you water wings. Just give her. I love it. I love it. I like how you actually have the Canadian back voice just to make sure to push that point through. I got to put my Canadian. Actually, I have my sister, her childhood friend. She lives in San Diego. I don't know if that's Northern California or Southern California. Americans are all fucking weird with what type of California you live in. I don't. But anyways,
California.
We went down there for a week. She got married, and I never noticed my accent so much than spending a week in the States. We sound like idiots. We really, it's so casual the way we use this language. Oh, hey, bud, how you doing? Like, we never really ask anybody anything or force anybody on our opinions.
It's like your accent and southern United States accent would be a good mesh.
Mm-hmm. That's true. The wife says, hello, George.
How you doing? I love your artwork, by the way. I got one round of stickers on the way. If anybody's interested, they're coming. I'm gonna do some sweet merch. Yes, I'm gonna give it away. I don't want any merch.
I need to buy some of mine.
I don't have any of yours.
Huh?
What did he say about
stickers?
He's got stickers.
I need her to get I'm thinking a sticker. I just want the workbench with my dirty old beat up hands. And just like a speech bubble that says, I fucked it, or, oh, it's melted, or just make a plume of smoke from all the stuff.
I want to see the taglines that come out of him opening this next Toolheads crate.
Oh, it's going to be beautiful.
The taglines are going to be winners.
I can't wait. Yeah, I'm getting into the full-blown.
We're hoping your box doesn't get held up at customs even more because of it.
Ridiculous.
It's going to be good. Though.
I think so. I look forward to it. It's like seriously one of the highlights. Like one of my highlight reels is the Toolhead crate. It's getting to the point though. Like if I didn't break that cowhawk, that would have been over an hour, that video, because I had my current clamp out. I was going to do a whole thing on PTC thermistors and the heating element inside of it. I mean, it was probably good that thing broke, because that would have been a Titanic. It would have been 2 VHS tapes worth of Toolhead's crate unboxing. So I'm looking forward to this next one. I think it'll be good. I'll be able to keep it.
He gets like 2 boxes. He gets a regular crate, and then he gets a crate with 7 of those.
Wait, they still have VHS up there?
Wait,
No, we don't. Ron, I'm just for the gentlemen in the audience and the ladies in the audience that remember the good old days of VHS. Titanic was a 2-pack. Ron, you're a geriatric tech. You should know that. I didn't realize how.
He's a little frail on the edges. It's all right.
I actually didn't realize
there.
I'm young and old at the same time.
I thought Ron was like maybe 20 years old. I didn't realize he was in his 30s. We're about the same age. I feel bad for calling him dirty old Ron and shit talking.
I got a birthday next Sunday.
Oh, what are you doing, Ron?
He's totally dirty old Ron. It's fitting.
I mean, listen.
I already brought more soda.
There's the other wife.
I calls him as I sees him.
We might need beverages. We're good.
They need to be in on one of your guys' live streams. I think we can all agree on that. I would love that.
Edition,
Kind of can be.
the vacation edition will include that.
Get a couple margaritas in them and then be like, oh yeah, that dirty old diesel of his.
Tequila, the clothes come off. That might not be good for you.
We want to keep this stream monetized, so we're
yeah.
we're gonna have to like. We're gonna have
Did
to
Joe
like.
from work never see like when I came in and I read like the stories and shit?
No, he wasn't around.
He
then.
wasn't around then.
So
Hold
before you were around here, my wife had ended up coming on to a few streams, and we found some automotive children's books.
Okay.
And she came on and she would read them to everybody for Christmas stories this last year.
What was
the noisy
supercharger and
oh my
P is
goodness.
for turbo.
Okay.
Oh God, it was like the worst onomatopoeias ever. I had to practice that shit. It was horrible.
So we have some women in the chat now in the live stream. What do they think of our sexy YouTube mechanics calendar? Would they be? I mean, they'd buy it, right? They'd have to.
So they're wanting to do a sexy mechanics of YouTube calendar.
Would you buy it?
Oh fuck yeah! I'd pass them out for gifts for people. It's like
exactly.
Somebody said they wanted me posing naked on top of my purple toolbox.
People that you don't like.
I mean, I don't know who wants to see that, but
until somebody from work sees it and they're like, "Wait,
do we have to cover you up with that 10 millimeter?"
I said that's what Jim has to do. I already made that joke for Jim.
Sling
I had
it
to. It was so
across
funny.
the screen.
I think
it's a sledgehammer.
Oh my God.
My goodness. You girls, we're getting too salty here. Well, yeah, see, as soon as Ron gets that diesel, he's going from the sledgehammer to the 10 mil. It's going to be, he's going to be joining Rustbelt in the old, the diesel club, if you guys catch my drift.
So I am going to start a new Instagram challenge this next week. So Junk, you're going to have to keep an eye out for that one.
Sure.
It'll be starting off maybe tomorrow-ish. I got a good idea from another Instagram post that I saw.
How to break shit?
No, we already know how to do that one.
I got that on lock. I've been doing that.
A break shit?
So make sure you guys
break shit.
Oh.
So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned to that one. I will be coming out with some tool videos this week. I definitely will be doing that one. Captain Ron is going to be starting in on his truck as soon as he starts.
I'm laughing at Jim because his picture is just going to be a wrench and the ponytail of Leslie.
Jim, that shit ain't right, honey. Let's get a haircut. Come on.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
he's not going on vacation with us because he's going to walk up and just snip it.
We got to do a Patreon. Like, how much JRC? How many Snap-on screwdrivers is it going to take for you to cut that hair? We'll all get together.
Well, all you have to do is talk to his wife and have her beat him in a challenge. So
right,
true that. If it takes, just doing it was a tune-up on, I think it was a 5.3 Chevy. She kicked his ace on it.
I don't know what to do with it.
Yep. So yeah, we've got all kinds of cool stuff going on this next week. We are going to be cutting this live stream short here. I appreciate everybody tuning into the channel tonight. I think that we're going to come out with some really awesome stuff over the next couple of weeks. So make sure you guys stay tuned to my channel, Captain Ron's, and Mr. Junk from Work here.
Captain Junk from
Work. I almost got it.
Captain Junk from Work.
I love that.
JRC, how many Snap-on screwdrivers can I hold with no
Kevin,
hand?
yes, I'm going to email you back on that one. I haven't figured out how to do that one yet, but I will get it figured out this week. I've got it in my calendar to be able to do that one. So, yes, We are gonna say goodbye. Good night, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. You guys stay awesome. Thanks, bud.
We'll see you
ya.
Wouldn't want to be
Good job, George.
Yeah, I managed to get one in there.
All right. Later, guys.
Stay awesome.
Oh, am I supposed to push in?
Yes.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? It's your only